everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a little surprise today because normally Sarah goes live tonight, but she is under the weather. So because she's under the weather, I have slipped in to her spot today, so I'll be live 3 times this week. You'll be sick of me in no time. So I decided to go live tonight. I flip-flopped what I was going to do tomorrow to today, and then we're going to do birthday stuff tomorrow. So it was going to be, technically Tuesday was going to be birthday, and then we were going to do this stuff on Thursday. It doesn't matter. Today we're going to do some of the monthly release items. At least that's the plan. So tonight we are going to be using the cutting die of the month. We are going to be using the paper pad of the month, and we are also going to be using the stencil of the month. So I think that we will we'll be having a lot of fun tonight. So I'm going to say hello to everybody as you all. I already have this. Take this back so that we don't lose it. Thank you very kindly. I have all of that stuff. I just don't know where. Sorry, both girls are here with me tonight, so they're running around trying to get things that weren't down here.
Which is weird, because of what?
Hello, Mimi. Hello, Karen. Hello, Anna. Yeah, it's probably in one of these 7,000 baskets that are down here. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Penny. Hi, everyone. Sorry, we did a sneak attack on all of you tonight. So I'm really excited because I have everything pretty much prepped and ready to go. The only thing that is not prepped and ready to go is going to be the coloring and the die cutting. So I did end up, yes, Beverly, I did end up using our SVGs for the stamping. So that's already done because that would add quite a bit of extra to our processes that we don't necessarily need. Sorry, I'm just looking for my what's the word I'm looking for? For my vellum. I just used some, which means that it's probably, here it is, found it. In the birthday boxes, the die for the sentiment stamp in the kit, it is separate, Beverly. So I decided, and I'll go over it real quick again so that it makes sense to everybody. The stamp set is 6x8. Normally what we do in each kit, at least the birthday kits, is we include 2 die sets. So the way that I designed this particular birthday box stamp was that the die stamp, of course, Sarah, is that the die for that stamp set is enormous. So because of that, the cost just wasn't there. So in order for us to do both, we had to offer the sentiment die separately. So the sentiment die is separate, but you do still receive two die sets in the box. Now, it may sound silly that we had to separate them, but in the long run, it's like 2 by 6 square inches or 2 by 6 inches or something centimeters that made it too expensive for it to go in the box. So because I really wanted to give you the watercolors, so I had to make a choice there. So it was either watercolor or the bigger die. So I figured and the thing is, there's a lot of folks that probably won't even need or want that die simply because that die is only cuts out straight lines. It's a wonderful thing to have, and we're going to use it in class, but it's not something that you have to create the class. So number 1, I have a whole list. Of things to talk about this evening. There are new products on the outlet site. So we told you all that on Sunday, all of the items would switch out for the outlet site. We're going to try to do that monthly. It may happen quarterly. It just depends on how quickly you scoop all of those outlet items up. New products on the outlet site. Also on the outlet site, there are now mystery boxes. Those mystery boxes are $25, and the value definitely supersedes that, but they are going to be predominantly holiday. So if you love holiday crafting, if you love Christmas crafting, if you love Hanukkah crafting, if you love any type of holiday crafting, just snowflake crafting, we have the mystery boxes. We only have 15 of those, okay? They are $25, and again, there's a lot more in there than $25. Next, also on the outlet site, we now have, 12 by 12 mystery paper packs. They are only $10. You are receiving 20 sheets of 12 by 12 paper with that. I would suggest only ordering that by itself. If you want to place a double order, you can, but I would suggest if you're getting the 12 by 12 mystery paper pack, only buy that, because the shipping is going to change exponentially if you get something more than that, because the way it works is it's 12 by 12 paper that's flat, so the shipping could be relatively inexpensive. Once it goes from a flat pack up to something that has some sort of depth to it, the shipping price is going to go up. So if you love scrapbook paper, which I know a lot of you on here do, grab yourself that that $10. I mean, it's a lot of paper for $10. And then last but not least, today is the last day for our event sale for my birthday. So my birthday was yesterday. Thank you to everyone that wished me a happy birthday. It's crazy how excited people get when you turn 29. But I am really, really excited that birthday sale is going for one more day. The reason being is it takes quite some time for all those items to be removed. So as it stands right now, you are the 17th. I think it's this Saturday. This Saturday, I think. I don't know. Someone will tell you. It's pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded and it's in the classroom, and you'll see it's really, really, really cool. What was I saying now? Oh, last day for the event site sale. Also, we only have, and the team could correct me if I'm wrong, I believe we only have 4 of my birthday boxes left. Right now, you can only purchase the birthday box with the class. They are not available separate from the class now because of the way that they're structured. We couldn't break them apart, so there are only 4 left. Hello in Canada. So if you are interested in getting my birthday box stamp, my birthday box product all in one for a very, very low price compared to what it's going to be separately, I would hop on that. There are only 4 left, 4, not 3, 4 left, and I would be so excited to see you in class. So excited. April 19th is the class. All right, so let's head down to the table and let's talk about what we're going to make today, shall we? I'm so glad you're all here with me. Whoopsies. I'm so glad you're all here with me today. So we are going to be taking some inspiration from our marketing from this month. So if you're taking a look around on the intraweb, so to speak, there is lots of marketing that goes out every month for Brutus and Monroe. So with that being said, the stencil of the month, this is one of our marketing pieces. And then on the back of here is the cutting die of the month marketing piece. So the new thing that is coming out is in our marketing pieces, you will start to see projects in them. So the projects that you can make, and it's always going to combine different things, okay? So the very first one we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing this one for the stencil of the month. And I think it's going to be really, really, really fun. And I think it's going to look really cool. I hope everybody is having a good day so far. It is Monday. It's the Monday after my big birthday party celebration, so I'm a little bit tired. We had an incredible dinner last night that my mom planned, and it was just wonderful. We had such a good time. So a shout out to my mama, who I know is watching, for making my 40th birthday, not 29th, super special. So we're gonna take our stick and stamp mat. This stick and stamp mat, the 10-year anniversary edition, is close to a sellout, and we will. You're gonna see something changing with the stick and stamp mat very soon. So if you want to grab one, I would do that soon as well. Don't say I didn't warn you about it going bye-bye. At least the 10-year anniversary one. So we're going to take our stick and stamp mat, and then we have our blending buddy on top. We've had our blending buddy for quite some time. I love the blending buddy because it makes it super, super easy for you to blend on your cardstock and not get color all over the place. Isn't she a great party planner? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our little stencil here, and we're going to line it up so that we have, it's going to be 6 different pieces across. That is what it looks like on our little example here. And let's see. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to center it the best I can. I'm going to grab my little, what's the word I'm looking for here? My pixie tape, and just tape it down. I don't think we're going to have to worry about, oopsies. Let's cut this in half. That's a little too big of a piece. We're not going to have to worry, I don't think, about too much of the, too much of the drifting and shifting. We don't like the drifting and shifting, but oh, also there's a promo that started today. Oh my goodness, I don't have the little scratch offs with me, but you can see those at brutusmonroe.com. It is a promo that just started, which I'm really excited about. All right, so we are going to place our piece of paper right here, our scratch paper, and that's what we're going to use. Hello, Carol. Please take your note to the front of the room. They will collect. Penny will collect it for you. So according to our photo here, we are going to start with a red shade. And the shade that we're going to use today, we're using Simon Hurley ink. It is my absolute favorite ink. It's been my favorite ink for a very long time. And we're going to start right here because we are masking it off because we want to do multiple colors, okay? So I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to add in my color. And it would probably be better if I had like a little sheet of Mylar or something here, which might be a new product that I'm going to want to develop, because the problem is this paper, and we talked about this before, this paper is going to absorb all of this ink here and cause all sorts of issues for us. No, not all sorts of issues. It's not that bad. All right, so we started with the red, which is the bee sting, okay? Yeah, every $25 spent, you receive a scratch off. And those scratch offs are very similar to Brutus bucks in the respect of you are going to receive, actually, let me cut this in half because you will get, I'll have to see where they're posted and I'll share them. You are going to get, there's things in there like you get a free stencil, a free aqua pigment, free shipping, all sorts of stuff. And when you get them, and we'll show them more, we will show them more on Wednesday when we're live, but we only have 300 of them to go out for the week. So if you want them, or if you want to see what you could possibly get, because that's my favorite part, is seeing what you could get. Oh, here, Heather Collins has one. So this is what they look like. Oh, thank you. That's what they look like. You can take them back so they don't get lost. But this is what they look like. You'll scratch them off, and then you will know, because you know if you took them out of my mother's order in there, you're in big trouble.
Sorry, Sharon.
You will get whatever goodie that you scratch off. And we love a scratch off around here. Do you guys love a scratch off too? It's one of my favorites. All right, so now we're going to go in with some Prom Queen. There's a lighter pink here, which I don't have. Oh, wait, let me grab. I think there's a, hold on. Let me see if I don't have all of my inks out because I don't use all of them anymore. I just picked out like my favorite colors, but I do have a lighter Simon Hurley pink. Of course, it won't be in this pack. That would have been far too easy. One moment, please. Oh, yeah, she could share it in there, yeah. Oh, I don't want to drop them all. Okay. All right, we are good. Let's see. Hopefully it's in this stack, Russ. Oh, yeah, Rosy Cheeks. That's the color that I originally used in our little digital mock-up, because the fun thing is I get to digitally play with all the products first before they come in their prototypes. Yeah, and you will get a scratch off in your order. for every single order, or every total of $25 or more. And again, we're just going in, we're just adding our color, and we just mask this off so that we can have 4 different colors. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Couldn't find, oh, there it is. I couldn't find pixie tape. I dropped it right here. Yes, through the 20th. Yes. Thank you so much. And then once it's done, it is done. All right, so next we will be doing our green. And this is so easy to mask off. I mean, if you have like Post-it tape or something like that, go for it, but I'm just using scrap paper. And this is going to create such a cool background for us. All right, now I'm going to use one of my favorite greens from Simon Hurley, if not my favorite green, and that is Overzealous. It is such a bright and vivacious green. Generally, when I'm creating these different products and these different color schemes, I'm thinking of Simon Hurley's ink because, again, the palette is just so tremendous and works really well. I think he is right now traveling home from CHA or whatever the heck they're calling it now. I'm gonna have to call him tonight. And then last but not least, we are going to use No Diving for our final color. And we're going to do that. We're going to kind of build it because this is a much darker shade than what is on my sample, but that's okay. Creativation, that's it. I haven't been there in many years, so I mean, 2 years ago, I think was the last time I was there. And that's because it was really close. It was in Ohio. They always have it on the other side of the country. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. So there we go. So now we have our background. So easy to do. All we had to do was kind of do a little masking. You see, we'll pull this off. 1, 2, 3, go. And look at how great that looks. Isn't that fun? Now, you could do this all in one color if you would like. I just went ahead and did it as a, what's the word I'm looking for? Did it as like a, I don't know, like a 4-color wash, so to speak. And now we can do our little, whoopsies. We can do, let's attach this first. And then we can do our little flowers that I already have pre-cut out and stamped is the word I'm looking for. Stamped Christopher Allen. So let me go ahead and grab what we need here. And I'm going to pop these on my stick and stamp mat too to color so they stay in place. Makes it a little bit easier You're getting close to having... Oh my goodness. I love that. So we're going to place these like so that we can color them in. And I did use the SVGs. Oh, Beverly, I just remembered your question. I'm sorry I didn't answer it. I'm glad I just remembered it. Yes, there will be other stamps that match that die set. There will actually be other products that will match that stamp set. That die set, excuse me. So you would not be wasting in getting it. And I'm going to show you in class a way to use it that isn't even a part of the stamp set. I think you're really going to like it. I mean, I hope you are. Are you coming to class, Beverly? I would think so if you are having an interest in that. Hello, Kelly. All right. So let me grab my scrap paper again. We're getting a lot of use out of this scrap paper today. Yes, it is. That is an excellent point. Thank you, Penny. It is. So I'm just going in and coloring in my little pieces here. Oh my goodness, thank you to everyone. Well, there's 2 of you that purchased the kit with the class. So that means there's only 2 left. So if you are interested in coming and hanging out with me, let's do all the green at one time. For my birthday class, I would be delighted to have you. I love this little plant stamp set. Oh, I should have shown you. Hold on. This is the stamp set that I'm using. Okay. It's a fun one. It is a fun one. Okay, pink for this flower. Oh. That's not really pink, but we'll go with it. That does not match that cap at all. Not even close. That's my only complaint about Olo markers. Is that the caps don't even come close to matching. Some of them. Not all of them. I shouldn't make that bold of a statement. And that's why you saw that I used my scrap paper. I generally do that before I do anything with an Olo marker, but tonight I was a little too trustworthy. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a fun class. I can't wait until you see what you're going to learn. It's going to be a very fun class, actually. Oh, my goodness. This marker is leaking all over the place. Okay, yeah, we gotta do something about this. I don't know if they should be stored a different way than the way that I store them, but like this one's dry as a bone. You should be able to get enough color out of it though. It's because they're dual-sided, so they're not completely filled. That's okay for now. Yeah, that's a hot mess. I just saw, look, from that red marker, this ink shot across my desk. My goodness gracious. What a travesty. All right. So that should have a little bit of pink. The top and bottom here. There we go. All right. So now we'll grab our piece of vellum. And I want to say that this vellum, let's see. Let's do 2.5 inches. Yeah, that's good. Right? I mean, it's a hot mess. Okay, so that's where we're going to place our vellum, and I'm just going to do a couple little pieces of adhesive on the back here. The good thing is, let me look at my sample. Put this up a little bit higher. The good thing is when we put down our potted plants, you won't really be able to tell. Well, there we go. It's working out perfect for you then. And I'm going to pop these little babies up. Look at how good those look on there. Very Art Deco, very modern. I love that. We're not going to pop them up too high. All right. I thought I heard heavy breathing.
Straight.
Sometimes when Heather Collins comes down the stairs, you'll think it'd be up the stairs. What you?
It doesn't matter.
Right on
direction.
down.
It doesn't matter what direction
It's
at this
still.
point.
I was like, what is that?
This
Oh,
is what
just
happens
my little
when-
Colina.
Listen. This is what happens.
Can you hear her? They're gonna be like, "Hello, Heather."
I had to walk up and down stairs twice.
Oh my word!
Strike. Look at you. That's real cute.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was thinking about starting a company.
I think you should put your name on it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It'll be a lot though. I know. Well, it will be quite the undertaking.
Maybe you should put your dog's
Linda
name on
said
too.
she has a baby shower and a concert on the day of the class, so thank you for making it virtual.
Well, she came to the make and take and hung out with us and brought a friend.
How do you like the make and take being on Saturday, Linda? I personally love it. We had a lot more people there, that's for sure, than we have on the week. Because the weekdays, it's hard for people, I think. Look at what my Olo marker did.
What happened?
Leaking.
Did it burp?
I guess. I mean, but it like shot across the room.
Yeah.
I don't know. The other one, like something's wrong with it. I'm going to have to reach out to, what is?
Is it Sandy?
Lori.
Oh, okay.
I had to think about it for a second. It's like,
Sarah says she's sorry. And
she's on here.
Yeah, she said she's enjoying, but she's like, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
Being sick.
I love being, you can't be sorry for being sick. Now you sound like Heather Collins.
You know what? Strike again. Okay, on that note, I'm going to go rescue my child.
You going, I don't know that that's rescuing. If I come and get him, that would be rescuing. Thanks to Heather for helping with my order today, Jamie said.
Yes. I got her all types of extra stuff.
Good.
Well, you're getting a roommate in June.
No, I'm not kidding. No, nothing.
I'm sending 2 for the price of 1.
Absolutely not.
Just for the
They
summer.
can live in a tent in the backyard.
They might enjoy that.
I'll get them one of those outdoor showers that has a hose.
I don't think they'd mind.
All right, so we have our flowers straight across, and then I'm just going to add my sending love right across the bottom, and then I'm going to add, of course, a couple of gems. But I think that's all that needs. I think that just creates a really simple Really simple card. The next one's not as simple, so I kind of wanted to do a simple one, a simpler one first, because the next one, she's a little trickier. But that's generally how I teach my classes too. I give you one. Kate said that's how rumors start.
It's not a rumor. They're both going to your house this summer.
Nope.
I just heard you say you're in.
Not happening.
Bye.
Not. Jess, come get her. All right. So there we go. Now we're going to add a couple of gems. Because, obviously. But look at how fun that turned out. I love that. And it was easy, right? I think it was easy. Oh my goodness. Heather Collins walked out and the whole entire place fell apart. All right, we're going to use my regular standard crystals. The only one that you can almost see the bottom of, because I use these with almost every single card that I do. You all have seen it. I really do. All right. So now if I were my little crystal holder, it'd be right here. Oh, I have to grab my backup glue. This one's very, very low. Hold on one moment, everybody. BRB. All right, I'm back. My backup glue is missing. I know you're shocked by that revelation, but that's okay. We'll just use as much as we can of this one for now. So I'm thinking maybe one. There we go. I think that should be enough for now. That is so funny. So funny. All right. So let's go ahead and all right. Why are we not focusing? There we go. Oh, it's because of these. All right, I think I got them all on there. Okay. I don't know who that was that just beeped at me. Probably Heather Collins. All right, so there we go. What do you think? Come on. on, focus, focus. There we go. Looks like our sample, our digital sample writing sample. There's a little border there. All right, love that. All right, let me set this to the side, or actually set it behind me. All right, put our little crystals away. And then let's move on to our next card, shall we? All right, flip her over. This is our next card. So our next card includes the butterflies. Maybe if I zoom in a little bit. I don't know why it's having such a hard time focusing. So let's do our butterfly card next. Okay, so this uses the die of the month, which is our little strip die. It includes the the paper pad of the month, which I haven't shown you this yet, I don't think in its full glory. And then the gorgeous butterfly stamp, all right? So let's go ahead and pull out our piece of paper here from the paper pad of the month. Remember, this will not be sold outside within the current year. So we reserve the right in 2026 to sell it separately, but not in this current year, it won't. It is so pretty. And this is the paper we're going to use today. Take a look at that. And all the patterns, of course, match, and they work only for the butterflies. Only for those butterflies left. I don't know what that means. So we have our paper ready. Now I need to cut out my strips, okay? So I'm going to grab out so according to this, we need of the largest strip, which let's pull this out here. Oh, only 4 of the butterflies left. Wait, this paper pad? The monthly one? Wow, if that's true. All right, so let me grab my die cutting machine. Zoom out a little bit. All right, and then we're going to grab we have mostly scraps of these pieces, so that's going to be just fine. This is a good scrap using exercise. So we'll pop that in, and then we need our largest strip first. I don't think we even are going to need to put any type of adhesive on there. We should be able to just run it through. Oh, this butterfly stamp. Only 4 left. Wow. So that's our 4 strips already cut out perfectly even. Don't even have to worry about using a paper trimmer. And then the next one we need is out of the rouge, which is our second of the large one. This is very simple. You're just going to run it through. We don't even need them to be as long as they are, so once you're done, we're just going to cut them down, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So here is that strip. And again, this cuts out 4 even strips, except there's one at the beginning that's a little bit tiny, like a 1/16 of an inch smaller, and that's so it will fit completely across your paper. All right, next we need out of the heather paper, we need the second size down. which is this guy here. Oopsie doozy. Right, and then look, we've got our strips ready to go. I think there's only a handful of this die of the month left. And then our last, well, second to last, is going to be the piece of Midnight. And again, it doesn't have to go all the way perfect to the edge because we are going to be trimming it down. We might finish this card right on time. Okay. See? We got our 4 strips so easily, and they're all done, right? I love it. And then the actual last but not least is going to be our Frostbite paper. Which is our tiniest die. That's funny. I'll be right back. Now I understand what you're saying. That is funny. All right. And that's going to cut out these teensy tiny, tiny, tiny little accent strips that you can use, I mean, really on anything. All right. So now let's go ahead and we're going to cut down our paper so that we can begin to assemble and what I did for this one is I took some of the rosy cheeks. Where's my scrap paper? Took some of the rosy cheeks and I just applied it around the outside to create a colorful, like almost like a very pale color to the paper, and it's, you want it to look, you want it to be able to see the drag marks because that adds the interest that we want. So I'm just kind of, now my pad is quite dry, obviously, because that's our prerogative here with our Simon Hurley ink pads, but that's the kind of look that you want on the outside. So I'll show you that once we add on our paper, you'll see here how it whoops, needs to be 4 by 5 1/4. What am I doing? Paying attention to my watch. Shouldn't be. Sorry, everyone. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see how that just adds that. Oops, I forgot to do this side. There we go. All better. All right. It's going to make it look like linen. Do you see that? How it looks like linen? See that? Now I'm going to use my centering ruler. This is brand new. So we're going to go number 2 on either side. Let me zoom in so you can see this. Whoops. So see how the number 2 is lined up on both sides? That's how I know where my center mark is, okay? So I'm going to take my Sharpie here. I usually go like really close towards the top. So 2 on either side, and that makes it the center. So there we go. So I just marked my center right there. This centering ruler is so handy. I've used it like, I use it all the time now. And the center, what you're going to do to center, and let's do a center. Let's help ourselves out a little bit. And let's give ourselves a centering mark, the base too. Remember this centering ruler just launched. So I'm going to go with a bead of glue all the way up, and we're going to allow our pieces here to overlap that edge, because that's how we're going to cut it off of there. And just be patient with it. So, you'll get a pretty standard, and look how pretty that is. Oh, I love this. All right, so now we're going to run another bead of glue. On either side, and then in our example, we have the midnight. And the heather. And I constantly talk about visual interest. It's probably the thing that I talk about the absolute most. And this creates that visual interest that everyone is looking for when they're creating cards. At least I am. Oh wow, yeah, that used to be my ruler that I used all the time. I still use it quite a bit, but sometimes for me, and that's why we created this little ruler, sometimes all I need is just a little like card making ruler, which is what the wooden one was originally, which we still carry. But we switched over to that clear one for now so that I want to be able to see through it. So, all right, so we're just going to zhuzh that up, and we're going to let this dry, but look at how fun that is on the center there. Isn't that great, just cutting through there? And then you have all these extra strips that you can use on other cards. Technically, you would be able to make 4 cards with that one strip die. Well, with what we just cut, I guess is what I should say. All right, pop that on top of there, because now we're going to get to coloring, okay? So let's grab out our butterflies, and these beautiful butterflies are from the Gorgeous Butterfly stamp set. There are only 4 of these left. Only 4 left. All right, I'm going to cheat and use my coloring guide. I guess it's not cheating. I'm the one that originally colored it. So I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to kind of follow along what I did originally. You don't have to. You can kind of, you know, create your own ending, so to speak. You may have heard me say that a time or two before. Once or twice. All right, so we need our light pink now. And let's see where the other light pink is that I used. Oh, and I walked away with my yellow marker. One moment. Tell your daughter you're not watching a picture. Yellow marker in my hand when I was walking over looking for the glue. That was a quick retrieval though, I think. All right. Yeah, I got to figure out a way. I wish there was a way for me to give you more controls whenever we're in this state of live, but I don't know how. But I think I got back pretty quick that time. Now you, of course, could do these butterflies. I'm going to put some, I'm going to put some gems on these butterflies. You could do these butterflies with, you could stamp them and then watercolor them. So a lot you can do with these butterflies. I love them. It's one of the first things that I designed in this release. And it's turned out to be one of my favorites too. Okay, so this is the marker that's like been through it. So we're going to see if there we go. There we go. And then the deep yellow for all of our little dots here. And there we go. So the pets, oh, okay. Well, if they tell you that something is not, that they think you're watching a picture, then we're in trouble. All right. So we should be all dried up and we're going to be right on time tonight. Okay. Just trimming this off of the top and the bottom. And you know who I'm going to send this card to? Who do I always say hello, gorgeous to? Do y'all know? She's She's one of my dear friends in the industry. Alma, I will say hello, gorgeous, to you as well. Yes, you are right, Brandon. I do say hello, gorgeous, to her every time I see her. All right, let's get our gems out. I think we'll do some. Where's my pink gems? Oh yes, this color. This color. What is your name? Light pink. Some of them I'm like, Christopher Allen, you really knocked it out of the park with that name on those gems. And then I see light pink, and I'm like, oh, Christopher, you were tired that day. You ran out of real good names that day. But it's okay. We can't have fabulous names for things every day, right? All right, so let's do 1, 2, 4. Oh no, are they sold out, Jamie? Okay. Now I think we'll do some yellow. Which is actually called topaz. Only one left? Oh my word. Jamie, it's like it's meant to be. But make sure you spend at least $25 so you get a scratch off. All right. Oh my goodness, is that beautiful. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I think she's gonna love it too. I'll probably end up doing some crystals on the outside eventually as well. All right. So there we go. What do you think? What a fun card. All right, so that is our Hello Gorgeous. And then here is the Sending You So Much Love. Do y'all want me to go grab the birthday paper pad to show you from the birthday box? It is available for purchase separately now. Is that something you'd like to see? I mean, I was going to show it to you. Oh, thank you, Sean. I was going to show you it on Thursday, but is it something you'd like to see now in case you want to try to get to that $25? Because it would be cool to be able to show you what you can do with it, I guess. If not, that's okay. I don't have to go grab it. It's up to you, my friends. Yes, okay. Because I know I haven't shown the pad yet, have I? I don't think I did. All right. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab it. It's in the other room. I don't think I have one. No, I don't have it in here yet. Un momento. I personally think that this is going to be one of the only paper pads you'll need for birthdays, because I kind of think I covered all the bases, in my very humble opinion, when it comes to birthday paper pads. I just, as always, did all the things that I really wanted for a birthday paper pad and then hoped you wanted that too. So on the back side, in true Nick fashion, I think that I need to, we do have a stand-in. I should grab him and bring him downstairs. We have a cardboard cutout of me. So here is the colors: Phone Book, Flamingo, Cabbage, Lagoon, Jack-o'-lantern, and Rouge. So here's the first piece. Let's zoom in a little bit. So first we have all these fun balloons, and you're going to see something really cool coming out with the birthday release tomorrow that include balloons. Then we have a whole bunch of balloons that are kind of overlapping, kind of just a fun, cool background. Oh wait, let's do it this way. So there's the balloons. Then we have banners. These all match the color scheme. Presents. Happy birthday to you all over and over and over again. Candles. Then we have this piece that looks real weird. I'm going to show you what that's for. Lagoon should restock by next week. That is the goal. Hopefully next week. Then we have our balloons all over and over again. We have some stars. We have happy birthday all over again. Again, this is the B side. Then we have happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Then we have this really cool graphic piece that has the cake on the side. We're going to do something like with this in class. And then last but not least, we have a cut apart. Okay. So let me show you here on these two different cut aparts. This will just be my pack. So the way this works, and we've never done this before, but you have asked for this, and we think that we thought it was a good idea. So for here, for our Simple Sentiments, when you take your Simple Sentiments die, you'll be able to take this, put this right on top of here. And I'm going to show you something really cool that you can do with this. Now you can also, so there's one of two things you can do. You can either take this, and I'm going to show you how to use this to make candles on your card, which I think is super duper fun, right? Super fun. You can make candles. I'm going to show you how to do that in class. Or you can take your stamp set and line it up, and you can stamp it to give you different colored backgrounds. Isn't that fun? All built in. Just got to line it up. It's all built in. Okay, so that is for that one. Then if we flip it over, you see all of our little pals here that are all colored in. So if you get the paper pad and you've also gotten my class, now again, there's only 4 class spots left. If you don't, you'll still be able to grab this. But if you get the, don't get a chance to get the box, because again, there's only 4 left. If you take your die set, one of the die sets that you get from the box, look it cuts out all of your little people. This is the die set that comes in the kit. What the heck does this cut out? Oh, it cuts out our little T-Rex. And then we have our little duck. We're going to have so much fun with this class. Then we have our koala. So it cuts out all of these, and they're already colored in for you. So I know that a lot of you are like me, and you really want to have, so you could literally do this all in one fell swoop. So I'm not going to do it right now because we'll do it, I'll show you in class, but you could cut out all these little pieces, all of your little characters at one time. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different animals ready to go for your cards. And then you're getting stencils in the class, which again, I'm sorry I don't have them here with me, but in the class you're getting stencils that coordinate with the koala, the bat, the ant, and koala, bat, ant, and what's the other one? Oh, the duck. You'll see. You will see. So that is, those are the papers. You can get more of the paper if you would like. There is more paper available, but you'll notice on the, we really stocked up on this paper because I think it's going to be a really good every day to have. But on the stamp set, all of the stamps coordinate. So like this is the exact same, see? Exact same as this, just colored in already. But on the stamp set, you'll notice that all of the stamps, they all coordinate. So like hope you have a koala-ty birthday for the koala. Well, Waddle, you know it's your birthday for the our little ducky. Yeah, they're really cool. But you can see here I was kind of playing around the other day. I'll show you real quick. I will run this through real quick to show you how easy it is. And this is a separate product from the box contents. But thank you, Isis. It's a little different than what I normally design, but you know what? Right now, at this state of the designing game for me, it's going to be a lot. You're going to see a lot of cute stuff come out of me because of my little nephew that's coming. All I can think about is stuff from my little nephew. So if you need cutesy stuff, cutesy birthday stuff and cutesy baby stuff, there's going to be a lot of that coming because generally I design things based upon what's going on in my life. And my little nephew will be here in about 3 weeks. So You're going to see a lot of that. And this is one that I've already stamped out the image. So I'll show you why you can get the other die. You can also just cut them out, but watch this. In no time at all, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 sentiments for 12 birthday sentiments. Now watch. So simple. We have all of our sentiments cut out and ready to go. I mean, in seconds, right? And it's so easy. All you have to do is line up your little black boxes. And you're good to go. All done. All of our sets with one swoop. And also on your stamp, whoopsies, on your stamp here, it's all one stamp. So when you peel this off, it's all going to stamp at one time. So you don't have to worry about losing them or they're being out of place or moved around. But you see how easy that was to cut out all those sentiments at one time? And I totally thiefed that idea from my dear sweet friend Taylor from Tailored Expressions. She's the genius that came up with it. But I mean, I needed to use it for this because it just made sense. So there you go. All of them ready to go. So that is everything that I have for all of you tonight. Oh my goodness, my shirt's all messed up. I've been crafting like a wild man. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you so very much. Remember to create something every single day, whether it is simply some really pretty spring cards. I had to think about what we created tonight because it flip-flopped. Or your own ending. I love you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow because oddly enough, this is not my normal night to go live. So since I went live tonight instead of tomorrow, I'm going to be live with you twice. I'll be live with you actually 4 times this week because I'll be live with you on Wednesday as well. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I love you so much, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Good night, my friends.